the topic on which I am going to talk about. So let me start to give a small introduction about the bamboo. Although everybody is bamboo lover and everybody knows much about bamboo. We at Institute of Wood Science and Technology always say wood is good, grow more, use more. This is our kind of logo for Institute of Wood Science, and we also bring out a quarterly magazine on this name, Wood is Good quarterly magazine. So when we tell wood is good, it doesn't mean that only wood is good. Bamboo is also good too. So we take bamboo in that spirit, and we try to use the bamboo by modifying it by the different ways, physical modification or chemical modification, and then trying to add the value to bamboo and bamboo products. As we know that bamboo is a renewable product, it's a recyclable, natural and sustainable material, much loved by the people nowadays, because sometimes the plant good quality primary timbers are not available, and bamboo can be one of the good replacement or substitute for the primary timbers, which can be used in place of primary timbers like teak, sal, or similar primary timbers. When we can convert the bamboo into a bamboo composite, that I will be talking a little later. And then bamboo, as we know that it is a strong material, it is easy to work. Properties are much better compared to wood, and particularly cement and steel. Some of the properties are good, are comparable with the steel, and much exceeds that of the plastic when we take per unit weight basis. It uses much less energy in production as well as processing. It is a carbon negative kind of material where it is not going to absorb the release the carbon into the environment when we process the bamboo, and has a positive effects on the both physical and mental health. When we use bamboo products all around us, like bamboo furniture or bamboo flooring, bamboo wall paneling, then we have a different kind of soothing effect on our mind and our physical state. So let me give a brief interesting facts about bamboo. It is also called biosteel because the tensile strength of the bamboo, when we pull apart the bamboo fibers, the tensile strength is around 190 megapascal versus 160 megapascal for the steel. And that's why it is also being used as one of the very prominent material for earthquake resistant structures like low cost housing in areas which are much earthquake prone. And it has a very good industrial application. Nowadays, a lot of products are being produced industrially. China is one of the pioneer country which is marketing a lot of bamboo products all around the globe. And India is also trying to compete with that, and maybe in near future we'll be having better bamboo products which can compete with the Chinese product, and we can have better market share. And by processing the bamboo, although it is not very good in durability when it is in natural form, so we have to process it using the latest eco-friendly and advanced techniques to make it more durable and more stable bamboo products. Now, this is the table which just shows the comparison of the bamboo properties, particularly mechanical properties of bamboo vis-a-vis wood and steel. So here you can see most of the bamboo properties are better than wood, and tensile strength, what is called ultimate tensile strength, when the fibers are pulled apart in the bamboo, the tensile strength of bamboo is better than steel. So this table shows that bamboo is no longer a weaker material. It is very good to be used, although it can be converted into different forms, and then it has much more versatile usability. These are the some applications of bamboo. Everybody knows about that. Bamboo can be used in handicrafts, musical instruments. It is active charcoal can be made from bamboo. It is also being used for pulp and paper. Food items are prepared by bamboo shoots and the different parts of the bamboo, and traditional medicines are being used. Then it is now much popular for furniture manufacturing and construction and building, flooring, paneling, and many more modern uses. This table shows the percentage of bamboo consumption in different industry sectors. These are the traditional uses which we know. These are some of the modern and traditional bamboo furnitures. And this is the bamboo where it is being used in construction and many parts. Some of the now modern buildings and architectures are also coming up with the help of bamboo. This is one of the airport in Madrid, which is where a lot of bamboo has been used, and not in abroad only, in India also. As we know, Bangalore Terminal T2, which is coming up very soon. It is a lot of bamboo is being used in this Terminal T2. So a lot of scope for the bamboo in our country for the industrial applications and modern buildings. These are some of the other latest uses of bamboo in different sectors. Now let me give a general brief idea about the general characteristics of the bamboo. As we know that bamboo, variety of species are available, and different sizes of bamboo are available. The culms are straight, and they can be converted into different products because it has node in that. So node is very peculiar kind of node and internode kind of structure bamboo has. Node is very peculiar element which is present in bamboo culms. Any kind of fracture when it starts at any point, it propagates and stops at the node. So this kind of biological material has evolved since a long time, and the engineers and scientists are trying to mimic this kind of structure in man-made wood, different composites like carbon composites and aluminum composites, where a node and internode is being used. So bamboo is also light and strong material. It means it doesn't carry much weight, but at the same time it is very strong, like aluminum. Aluminum is also very light, but it is a very strong material, and it's being used in many applications. And it has a good physical and mechanical properties like medium to high density. The bamboo density varies from maybe 0.5, 0.6 to 0.9 or 1 gram per centimeter cube. This is the range of different bamboo species. It has lower shrinkage and swelling in the bamboo culm, wall thickness and lengthwise. It has good flexural properties like bending strength of the bamboo is quite good. And as I told, it carries high tensile strength and very easy to handle with the simple tool. This slide shows bamboo internal structure. Here we can see the bamboo is embedded with the fibers, and these are the small black dots. There are the fibers. They are called the vascular bundles. And the skin of the bamboo is made of silica and wax that is very strong and protects the bamboo from external damages. And the fibers you can see here, they vary in density from inside to outside. Inner side, the number of fibers are less compared to outside, where the number of fibers are more. That is why bamboo is strongest in the outer skin layer side and slightly weaker in the where the strength is required more, the bamboo has more number of fibers, and inner side the less number of fibers. Like a steel rods embedded in the cement matrix. This is the kind of a structure it has. So it is a very evolved structure, and very good for the designing. And here the wood structure and bamboo structure have been compared, and we know that this bamboo comes as around 40% fibers, 10% vessels, and 50% parenchyma cells. This the material which is between the fibers. So here the main difference between the bamboo structure and the wood structure is that the wood contains these kind of holes. This is called the vessels, but these are absent from the bamboo. And bamboo fibers are quite long compared to wood fibers. And that is why the bamboo is comparatively stronger than wood. This is the chemical constituents of the bamboo versus the wood. You can see here most of the cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin. These are the three main constituents which are present in both woods and bamboo. And then we have the total carbohydrates, which is slightly higher in case of bamboo. That is why bamboo is treated as a non-durable kind of material when it is non-treated by the any chemical. And this is the internal structure of the bamboo. As I shown you, the different directions, radial direction, tangential direction, and then we have the parenchyma cells. These are the small pits which are present in the bamboo fiber cell wall. One bad thing with the bamboo is that it contains a lot of starch, and that starch becomes the food of the biotic agents like fungus and termite and borers. That is why bamboo need to be processed before it should be used for different applications. Either it should be chemically treated, or it should be this starch and other sugars should be converted into different materials. Either they should be removed or they should be converted. Then bamboo becomes much more durable and can be used for different applications. Now this is the durability of the bamboo. Bamboo belongs to class 3. That is, service life of bamboo is less than 60 months, and it requires some kind of processing before it should be used for any applications. Like it should be seasoned properly, and then it should be given a treatment, either preservative treatment using some chemical or some physical means. There are three main causes of bamboo decay. One is the fungal attack, another is the beetle or borer attack, and third is the termite attack. This is the fungal attack, where fungal starts rotting the bamboo when moisture is around 20% and moderate temperature is there, then fungus attack will be there. So this moisture need to be removed from the bamboo so that bamboo should not get affected by the fungal attack. And second is the borer attack. You might have seen small holes in the bamboo if it is not treated properly, and then this makes the bamboo weaker, and ultimately the product becomes unusable. Third is the termite attack. The termites, which are very prevalent in our conditions. So termites, they get attracted to the starch which is present in the bamboo. Unlike beetle, they have enzymes which enable them to break down the cellulose. So these termites lives in large colonies, and they can cause rapid damage to the untreated bamboo, and this makes the bamboo weaken and ultimately destroys the whole structure. So what is to be done to give a longer service life to the bamboo? One processing which has to be done is the seasoning, and another is the preservative treatment. Briefly, I will tell about the seasoning. It is a process of careful and controlled removal of the moisture from the bamboo, because when bamboo is green or when it is harvested, the amount of water present in the bamboo may be quite high, maybe 100 or maybe more than that, 100% or more than that. So the moisture should be removed in a controlled way and should be brought down to 10 to 15%. Then the bamboo should be used. So this process is called seasoning, and it should be done slowly and in a controlled way, like in kiln drying or vacuum drying. Otherwise, what will happen? The cracks and splits will come into picture, and they will degrade the quality of the bamboo. So seasoning improves the bamboo's resistance to fungal and insect attack, and very important and useful for transporting, because we will not be transporting the water if we season the bamboo before transporting and before making any products. And it also limits the amount of drying shrinkage in service, which affects the joints. When we use the bamboo for, particularly for furniture applications, the bamboo should be dried and then it should be used. So thumb rule is that it is always better to work with a dry bamboo, which possesses higher strength also. When moisture is removed and bamboo or wood in any way becomes drier, then its the strength also goes higher side. Now these are the different ways by which bamboo can be seasoned, depending upon the amount of time and the investment we can make on that. So it is a open drying, and this is drying in shade. We have kiln drying here, and this is a latest microwave drying, where a shorter, very short time is required, and bamboo can be dried in a quicker way and a better way. Second processing is the preservative treatment of bamboo. Because bamboo doesn't have any toxic chemicals, so we have to inject the chemicals, toxic chemicals into bamboo to protect it from the fungal and insect attack. There are many chemicals which are available, but some may be useful and some may not be useful in case of bamboo. So there are two types of chemicals. One is the boron-based, and another is the copper-based preservative chemicals. Boron-based chemicals are cheap to apply, effective, but soluble to water. So when we have to use the bamboo in rain-fed areas, or particularly where water availability is more, then we should avoid to use the boron-based compounds. But copper-based treatments can be taken up, like copper azole, ammonical copper coate, micronized copper coate. These are the slightly expensive, but they are reasonably fixed into the bamboo, and they don't leach out when bamboo is being used in external conditions. These are the different ways by which bamboo can be treated. First is the non-pressure treatment, like this is the sap displacement, very easy and without any investment. We have to take the chemical in the bucket and put the green bamboo in this, and after some time you reverse the bamboo, and then because of this sap displacement, the chemical will go inside the diffuse inside the bamboo, and bamboo can get treated, but it takes time and quantity can be limited. Second is the vertical soaking method, and third is the bath dipping method, where we take the bath and just dip the bamboo for some time, and then bamboo can be treated. This is a low pressure method, like butchery, modified butchery method, where a small chamber is there where we fill the chemical, and a small amount of pressure is applied, and bamboos are attached with the nozzles on the here, and then chemical can flow through the bamboo, and it will start dipping on the other side of the bamboo. So this is also a very cheap method, like not very much expensive. It can be used in field conditions also. And third is the high pressure, where we are going to create the vacuum first, and then inject the chemicals. These are the different chemicals which can be injected in this chamber, and then we have to apply the pressure. So this is called the vacuum pressure treatment technique. And then bamboo culms can be treated through and through the cell wall, the culm wall. So these are the basic processing technique, like seasoning and preservation. Now I will be talking about the thermal treatment and why it is useful, and what are the different techniques by which we can make use of thermal treatment. Preservative treatment is a chemical treatment, but nowadays, because of the environmental concerns and the human health. Many times these chemicals are not very much preferred, and this should be replaced by a non-chemical method. So this thermal treatment is a kind of non-chemical method which we will be using it. Depending upon the range of temperature in which bamboo is going to be exposed, these thermal processes are defined in different names. Like thermal treatment, when temperature is below 150 degrees centigrade, it is also called the aging. So below 150 degrees centigrade is the thermal treatment. When temperature is in the range of 150 to 240 degrees centigrade, that is called the thermal modification. Here the chemicals which are present in the bamboo are going to be modified. They will be converted into different other chemicals, and then that will provide the improved properties to the bamboo. And above 240 degrees centigrade is not good for bamboo. The bamboo starts degrading, and that is why it is called the thermal degradation. So there are three different thermal treatment conditions. One is the thermal treatment below 150, thermal modification between 150 to 240, and thermal degradation above 240. And this can be, this process, thermal modification process, can be carried out in air or in vacuum, inert environment like nitrogen or superheated steam, if it is this facility is available. And our wet condition also, it can be superheated steam or water or oil, or sometimes oil also being used to heat the bamboo to a higher temperature. So based on that, first let me give a brief about the one process like bamboo straightening and bending, where the heat is being used to straighten the bamboo, because sometimes bamboo columns are crooked and they are not a very straight, where we require a straight bamboo, or we would like to have a bend bamboo for giving a particular shape to the structure. So the straightening and bending of bamboo is required, and it is a simple process. Many people might have seen this. We have to take fresh or green bamboo and then heat it up with the fire or using a torch. And once we raise the temperature of the bamboo locally, the lignin which is present in the bamboo will, in presence of water, it will plasticize the bamboo culm, and the culms become flexible. And that time we can bend the bamboo, or we can straighten the bamboo. The torch which is kept moving to avoid the burning of the bamboo. It should not be, torch should not be focused at one point. It should be always moving in this from bottom to top direction, so that bamboo should not get charged. And we have to make sure that the bamboo should take the desired shape. Either it should be straightened or it should be bent, and it cools down and keeps it there for a few hours, so that it retakes the shape in that position. And there are few tricks to prevent the bamboo from splitting when such high temperatures are applied. Like we can drill small holes close to the nodes, so that excessive vapors like water vapors will not get stagnated inside the bamboo, so that they will get released, and bamboo cracks will not develop in the bamboo columns. And we have to always try to move the flame torch in the direction in which the bamboo grows, like from bottom to the top direction, from thickest end to the narrower end, so that these cracks and charring will not take place. And then we perforated the node with the small rod and fill the bamboo with sand. That will also prevent the breaking of the bamboos. This is hot water treatment. If suppose fire or torch is not available, then we have to, this is less used, not much being used, because it is slightly expensive also, steaming and boiling the bamboo, but it can be used. bamboo are kept in a container filled with the hot water, and then we have to keep the bamboo overnight at least, submerged in the these tanks, and then next day it can be taken out and it can be straightened to the given this required shape, and then it should be allowed to air dry for a couple of days. Then bending the dry bamboo. Those were the green bamboos. Now dry bamboos can also be bent, but it is requires a different approach rather compared to green bamboo. Dry bamboo will flex back into its original shape, because once under the tension, the node should be heated up with a flame or torch, and then the heat will cause the bamboo to set, and therefore it will maintain its shape. So when we want to use strengthen the dry bamboo, we have to heat up the node portion mainly. Now, second is that bamboo flattening. Suppose we want to make full use of the bamboo without any waste, we can flatten the bamboo. Because tubular shapes are not always good to use for different applications. Like suppose we want to make the bamboo composite. For that we need a kind of veneer, bamboo veneer. So though flattening a bamboo is one of the way by which we can make the bamboo veneers, and then those veneers can be used to make the bamboo composites. So in order to maximize the utilization of bamboo, many flatten techniques have been developed. However, deep cracks appears very frequently during flattening. So these cracks need to be avoided. So these are the main difficulties for bamboo flattening. Difference of circumference between the inner and outer layer of the bamboo, because outer layer will be having higher diameter, larger diameter compared to lower one, and then lower tenacious tensile strength of inner layer of the bamboo, because inner layer have lower tensile strength compared to the outer layer. So this makes the flattening slightly difficult, but when we have to treat the bamboo at a certain temperature using steam, and then it becomes flexible, and by using roller it can be done easily. So flattening of bamboo can overcome the issues of related the cylindrical shape of bamboo, consequently diversifies the applications of bamboo. This is the process by which bamboo flattening is taking place. Relatively simple technology with high material utilization rate, and this is possible to produce crack-free flat bamboo surface boards. Excellent mechanical property retention, industrially scalable process, and material can be used for composite production, as I told. And then there is adhesive requirement which can be reduced. Like, so these are the bamboo, green bamboo. We have to remove the outer skin because it's very hard, and when we try to flatten it, the cracks will come in. So after that, then we have to make a small slot in the bamboo like this, and then using steam we can soften the bamboo, and then using the roller the bamboo can be flattened, and this is the flattened bamboo, and then this can be different layers of the bamboo veneers can be put together, and they can be densified using the hot press. So here are the table which shows the controlled bamboo properties and flattened bamboo properties. These are the different properties like density, water absorption in 2 hours, volumetric swelling in 2 hours, modulus of rupture, that is the bending strength and bending stiffness, and tensile strength parallel to grain. These are the different properties. We can see that flattened bamboo carries much better properties because of the densification and the composite properties. This is the different applications of the flattened bamboo, and this is the flow diagram by which we can. These are the applications, like it can be used for flooring, wall paneling, and decking. These are the different products which can be made from the flattened bamboo. And second is the thermal modification of the bamboo. that was the thermal treatment. Now I'm going to talk about the thermal modification of bamboo, where the chemicals, bamboo chemicals are going to be converted, and then bamboo properties are going to be modified. So thermal modification, as I told you, is a clean energy efficient process which uses high temperature in the range of 140 to 240 degrees centigrade for certain duration in a controlled environment to heat and modify the bamboo material. Here, the beauty is that we are not going to use any chemical. No chemicals are used in this process. And advantages are that it protects against attack by the rot and fungus, improves the dimensional stability of the bamboo, enhances moisture and water resistance. The bamboo becomes dimensionally stable and the water resistant, and also changes the color of the bamboo. That bamboo becomes warm brownish color. I'll show some of the picture how it is being done. What is the need of this thermal modification? As I told you, that because of the growing environmental and legislative pressure on using the traditional chemicals. Many times these chemicals are hazardous, like CCA, for example. CCA is not being recommended for usage in particularly residential applications. So it has to be replaced by other chemicals or other processes. So the thermal modification is one of the processes where we are not going to use any chemical. So this will be a good opportunity for bamboo treatment, and it can be a chemical-free treatment for bamboo, where it is going to give the good properties and at the same time enhancement in the enhancement in the performance of the value. This is the kind of chamber which we are using in the lab for thermal modification of bamboo under vacuum. Vacuum is required because we don't need to have the oxygen when we are raising the temperature of the bamboo to 150 to 240 degrees centigrade. Otherwise, bamboo will start charring and it will degrade the quality of the bamboo. So oxygen should be removed, and a kind of vacuum, partial vacuum is to be created inside this chamber. This is the kind of condenser and chiller. When whatever gases are coming out from bamboo need to be condensed using this chiller. And this is the different temperature profiles which we have been using for treatment of bamboo modification. Here we can see the colors of the bamboo, which is this is control bamboo and this is the thermally modified bamboo. So you can see the changes in the color. These color can be controlled based on the processing parameters. This is dendrochromatic strictus bamboos which have been converted, and this is dendrochromatic taxi, untreated and treated bamboo at different temperatures. The higher the temperature, darker the brownish color, and the properties will also change accordingly. Then we have to measure different physical and mechanical properties of the bamboo using the testing facilities available here. And then these are some of the properties, like maximum weight loss of the bamboo when it is heat treated range from the 12% to 25%, because moisture and some of the volatile chemicals will evaporated from the bamboo, and then the weight of the bamboo will be slightly reduced. Then thermal modification process affect the hygroscopic behavior of the bamboo, and the moisture, equilibrium moisture content in the bamboo goes down by 50 to 60%. That is, normally it is 10 to 12% or 15%, but after thermal modification, the equilibrium moisture content will be around 5 to 7% or 8%. And water uptake capacity will also go down by 40 to 60%. Density of the bamboo is not reduced significantly. There will be some reduction depending upon the treatment parameters, but drastic changes will not be there. However, dimensional stability improves by 60%. Like bamboo will become more dimensionally stable after the thermal modification. And the temperature, much higher temperatures will start degrading the bamboo properties, particularly the mechanical properties of the bamboo will start going down. These are some of the graphs which will show the variation in the properties, like equilibrium moisture content Of the control bamboo is around 12 to 14%, but it will come down to 5 to 7% when bamboo is treated to different temperatures. This is the density, not much variation in the density when bamboo is treated to high temperature. This is the water absorption percentage. You can see that bamboo becomes water repellent once it is treated at high temperature. This is the shrinkage properties. This is control one, untreated, and this is the thermally treated. So the amount of shrinkage and swelling will be less when bamboo is treated at higher temperature. Now this shows the untreated bamboo strip. You can see here a drop of water which is on the surface of the untreated, and this is the treated bamboo at lower temperature, and this is at higher temperature. So this drop remains like a drop only. It will not get absorbed, unlike the untreated control samples. So this shows that bamboo becomes water repellent after the treatment. This is the mechanical properties. After 200, the mechanical property will start going down. Otherwise, up to 200 degrees centigrade, mechanical properties will remain unchanged. Here, this is the compressive strength parallel to fiber. These are the also remains almost unchanged. These are the, as I told, this thermal modification will change the chemical which are present in the bamboo. So this shows the amount of changes in the chemical, like extractives, lignin amount of lignin will be improved. At the same time, there is a degradation in the hemicellulose. The hemicellulose percentage will go down, and this is holocellulose and this is alpha cellulose in different bamboo. Because hemicellulose, amount of hemicellulose degrades, and that's why the bamboo becomes more dimensionally stable and hygroscopic. And then this is the kind of decay resistance of the treated bamboo will be improved against the decay fungi. This is brown rot and this is white rot. This is this shows the control bamboo, and these are the bamboo treated with different temperature and duration. So we can see here this treatment, the amount of weight loss against the brown rot and white rot fungus will be less. That this shows that this treated bamboo will not be attacked much by the fungus and borers. This slide shows the treated bamboo at 80 degrees centigrade. There is no fungal attack, whereas the bamboo treated at 100 degrees centigrade, there was a small fungal attack can be seen. And this shows the control and treated bamboo strips exposed to borer. So you can see these bamboo strips, I am keeping them more than 3 to 4 years now together. So these are the control bamboo strips which are being attacked by the borers a lot, but these are the treated bamboo strips. They are not touched by the borers. So this clearly shows that treated bamboo, thermally treated bamboo is much more durable compared to control bamboo, and without the use of any chemical here. Now this thermally modified bamboo can be used for making the bamboo composites. So I'll just give a brief about how this can be used for make the bamboo composite for structural applications. This slide shows what is the need of the bamboo composites. Since bamboo has gained popularity as a green building material, so natural round form bamboo does limit its extensive utilization. When bamboo remains only round, it may not be used for many applications, but if it can be converted like a plywood or panel products, then the usability of the bamboo goes very high and it can be used in many different applications. Why bamboo is limited? Round bamboo has limitation. It is irregular shape, presence of knots, moisture affinity, fast biodegradation, and difficulty in joints and connections. So these are the two composites, laminated veneer lumber and bamboo strand lumber. These are the two different types of composites which can be produced when bamboo can be converted either in strip form or it can be crushed using the rollers. So engineer bamboo laminates involves gluing together the various forms of bamboo, like bamboo stands, like it can be converted into strips, or it can be crust and bamboo stand lumbers can be produced. LBL is produced using bamboo strips, while BSL is produced from the crust strands and stacked and glued together with the structural grade adhesives like PF adhesive can be used or MF adhesive can be used. What are the advantages of this? LBL improved properties, produced in larger scale, it can be regular cross section, ease of designing, and it can be used in joinery and furniture and many other applications. This is the flow diagram of how this laminated bamboo lumber is used. We have to take the bamboo, then cross cut and external knots are removed, and then we need to be converted into either strips or stands. And then we have to give the either thermal treatment if we want chemical free, or we have to give the chemical treatment. And then drying, it can, if it is wet, we have to dry it, and then adhesive, we have to apply the adhesive on the bamboo the strip surface or crushed bamboo stands. And then it should be hot pressed at high temperature and pressure. And then finally we have to trim and condition and then convert to the desired sizes. These are the different steps which can be used for converting the bamboo composites. This is bamboo strip to side planer, and then we have cross-cut machine, knot remover, half splitting bamboo machines, then multiple strip making machines, and glue spreader when we want to apply the glue, and finally the hot press with horizontal pressure and with horizontal pressure. Like horizontally also we can we have to press, and vertically also we have to press, so that a solid composite can be produced. These are some of the properties of the bamboo lumber, and which are compared with the our primary timbers like teak, sal, and this is babul, Acacia nilotica. So we can see that the most of the properties are either comparable or better than these primary timbers. This LBL has a density of around 0.8, and the teak has 0.6 density, and this Sodia robusta 0.8, and then Acacia nilotica also the 0.8. Similarly, this is the modulus of rupture, that is bending strength. So we can see that laminated bamboo lumber has a good and comparable strength compared to primary different primary timbers. This is a compressive strength parallel to grain. These are some of the properties of laminated bamboo lumber which have been compared with the structural wood composites like laminated veneer lumber, and this is glue laminated timber. So these laminated bamboo lumber properties are either comparable or better than the corresponding wood composites, structural wood composites. And these are some of the pictures of bamboo lumber and how they have been used for making different kind of products here. This is a window frame, and this is a table, small tables, and these are the kind of tiles which can be produced from this bamboo lumber. This is a thermally modified bamboo strips, and round bamboo, you can see these are the strips. When we have not given any kind of treatment to them, but this is mild treatment, and this is here severe treatment given to the bamboo strips and round bamboo. And then these strips can be used for converting into the bamboo laminated bamboo lumber. So here, this is the laminated bamboo lumber, this is control, and this is the thermally treated. And similarly, bamboo scramble laminate, this is untreated, and this is the treated one. Even products like toothbrush, nowadays a lot of toothbrushes are plastic toothbrush handles are replaced by the bamboo handles. And then if it is not given a proper treatment, the fungus, chances of developing fungus on this, because it comes into the contact with the water. So if we give a thermal treatment to it, the bamboo handles becomes water repellent, and it can easily be used in place of plastic ones. And this slide shows
Dr. Shukla, sir, can you hear us? You're not audible, sir. Dr. Shukla, sir?
Yeah.
We missed the audio on the previous slide, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
This one is okay?
Yeah, from here, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So this I was telling that bamboo, thermally modified bamboo can be used for building and construction, like flooring and wall paneling and furniture. Different applications are likely for this thermally modified bamboo because products is more durable. At the same time, it also gives dimensionally stable. So durability, dimensional stability, and color. These three are the premier quality factors which are improved by using the thermal modification process. So because we have worked on the thermal modified wood as well as the bamboo in our institute, and these technical know-hows are available with us. So anybody, any bamboo industry can scale up this kind of processes, and it will be very good to work with the industry, and we are here to support the industry for that purpose. So this is the technical bulletin which our institute has published on the bamboo lumber. If anybody is interested, it can be taken in the hard form or in the soft form from the institute. So this is all about thermal modification of bamboo. At the end, I would like to thank Bamboo Society of India for giving me the opportunity, the Director, Institute of Wood Science Technology, and my colleagues and students who have contributed in working with the bamboo and thermal modified bamboo and bamboo products. So thank you very much for your patience. If I will be happy to answer any question if anything is there. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for your wonderful presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, the floor is now open for Q&A. So if you'd like to ask any questions, please raise your hand using the reactions button from your interface. Yes, sir, we have the first question. Dr. Kane Murthy, sir, please go ahead. Kane Murthy, sir, please go ahead. Okay, looks like we have some connectivity issues. Anybody else from the audience? Please raise your hand so I can invite you to ask the question. Okay, so I will ask the first question, sir.
Yes, please.
What is the potential in terms of business opportunities? Where do you see this industry going for the heat-treated bamboo sector?
Yeah, in our country, not much is being done by the industry on this aspect, although a lot of products are being produced using bamboo, and particularly the chemical treatments are being given. So if any industry would like to go ahead with the thermal treatment of bamboo, because thermal treatment of wood is very popular, particularly in Europe and in many other countries. Even in India also now it is being picking up. A couple of industries have taken up this production on commercial scale. So like wood, the bamboo can also be heat treated, and a very prominent and very good products can be produced after heat treatment without the use of any chemical. So I see a bright future for the bamboo, heat-treated bamboo products in our country.
Sir, I'm Shyam Agrawal from Jaipur, sir. May I ask a question?
Yes, please.
We will try. The first person probably will go with Dr. Kane Murthy first, and then we'll come to you, Mr. Shah.
Okay, it's okay.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Shukla ji.
Namaskar.
नमस्ते, कैसे?
ठीक है सर.
We just wanted to know if you can support skill training, skill building training.
Ji, sir.
Thinking of picking up, there are a large number of bamboo societies in Karnataka.
Right.
Some of them want to get trained, and then youngsters between the age of some 30, 35 to 45, we want to build their skills in procedures you have explained now. Some of them entrepreneurs also.
Right.
So can IWST support skill training for the Mather boys?
Yes, sir. In past also we have conducted number of trainings for the artisans on bamboo. So we'll be happy to support if any kind of training knowledge sharing is required. We
want advanced training, not the same basket weaving or the regular skills. We want advanced training, like for example bamboo lumber.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful area to work. Will you be able to support?
Yeah, certainly will be. We can demonstrate it here, and if somebody wants to set up a manufacturing unit also, we are going to support technically.
Okay. Then we'll come back to you from the Bamboo Society. Thank you very much.
Certainly. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Shyam, please go ahead with your questions.
सर मैं जयपुर से हूँ, राजस्थान
जी।
यार यहाँ पर बहुत बड़ी इंडस्ट्री, प्लाईवुड इंडस्ट्री भी है इसके अंदर
जी।
लेकिन उन लोगों को भी बैम्बू के लिए डिस्कशन किया तो वो मच मोर इंटरेस्टेड इन दिस सेक्टर। क्या आप कोई इस तरह का मीटिंग उनके प्राइवेट इंडस्ट्री एसोसिएशन के साथ में रख सकते हैं जिससे कि उनको मोटिवेट किया जा सके? मोटिवेट करने से अगर वो तैयार होते हैं तो यहाँ पे बहुत से फार्मर ऐसे हैं जो कि बैम्बू प्लांटेशन करना चाहते हैं, तो वाइस वर्सा दोनों जगह तकलीफ है। प्राइवेट इंडस्ट्री बोलती है हमें बैम्बू कहाँ से मिलेगा, बैम्बू ग्रोअर बोलता है मेरा एंड यूजर का जो है मेरा ग्रोइंग का मेरी कीमत मिलेगी नहीं मिलेगी, तो इट इज वाइस वर्सा कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन चल रहा है। तो क्या प्राइवेट इंडस्ट्री के अंदर आके आप यहाँ पे एक एसोसिएशन को या थ्रू बॉम्बे सोसाइटी ऑफ इंडिया व्हाटएवर इट इज पॉसिबिलिटीज, कैन यू गिव ए लेक्चर और प्रेजेंटेशन टू मोटिवेट देम? नहीं,
बिल्कुल किया जा सकता है। हम लोग पहले भी करते रहे हैं और ऑनलाइन भी करते हैं, अभी तो ऑफलाइन भी चालू हो गया है, तो हम लोग वहाँ आकर के भी कर सकते हैं, या आप लोग अगर यहाँ आकर के हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट में आकर के कुछ सीखना चाहते हैं तो हम लोग बिल्कुल बम्बू के प्रोडक्शन से लेकर के उसके कैसे ग्रो करते हैं और कैसे उसको बेटर यूज कर सकते हैं, वो सब कुछ हम लोगों के पास एक ही जगह पर मिल जाएगा आपको।
सर दैट्स ओके। मेरी अभी परसों मीटिंग हुई थी, एक दो हमारे प्लाईवुड मैन्युफैक्चरर हैं, तो वो प्रमोट करना चाहते हैं मीडिया ड्यूबिया, इट्स ओके, चलो ठीक है, वो भी अच्छा प्रोडक्ट है, लेकिन उनके सामने इस कुछ कंपैरेटिव रिजल्ट सामने रखे जाएं और उनको सामने पूरा पिक्चर अगर दिया जाए तो दे कैन कन्वर्ट देमसेल्फ इनटू बैम्बू वेरी सून।
जी बिल्कुल ये किया जा सकता है।
ओके श्रीधर सर, I request you to please try to manage any conference or meeting from Rajasthan plywood industry.
We will, Shukla sir. We will arrange.
We will definitely do that. The distinct advantage you will have visiting IWSTs, along with this, you can also have an overview of the different technologies that currently exist in IWST.
Yeah,
it's a very, very specialized setup. So visiting Rajasthan is definitely possible, but I think you'll have more advantages visiting IWST as well.
Right.
So you can explore both the options, sir. And thank you for asking this very critical question.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, okay,
Ranganathji.
Hanji.
Can we also invite people interested in bamboo growing in Rajasthan to come together and form a chapter of Bamboo Society of India and Rajasthan? So that continuously interact with them.
Definitely, this seed I have already put into Mr. Shyam's thoughts. He's exploring that already, sir.
Oh, that's good.
So we move on to our next question. Mr. Mohammed, please go ahead with your question, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
Would you please name a few companies in India who manufacture these bamboo lumbers?
Yeah, one is the Mutha industry in Northeast who are marketing this bamboo lumber.
Sorry.
Mutha industry. You can search on the net.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Mr. Mohammed, for your kind information,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mutta already did a presentation on Bamboo Society webinars. If you go to the YouTube channel, search for Bamboo webinars, and you will see a presentation already done by Mr. Mutta on his products, and you will have all the information there. To access the webinar, please follow the link shared by Mr. Pradeep Dodavan. So you will have the YouTube webinar link in that, along with all the other useful links that might be helpful for you. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Shri Punati, sir, please go ahead with your.
Dr. Shukla ji, thank you for very detailed information provided to all of us with regards to heat treatment and value addition of bamboo.
Thank you, sir.
Only one question I would like to ask is, everybody is concerned about durability of treated bamboo. So I'd like to know that how long one can reliably make use of this, maybe in construction or any of those, interiors, architecture, flooring, and all that. What would be the reasonable period up to which one can depend on bamboo? Thank you.
Yeah, it is very relevant question, sir. Particularly as long as heat-treated bamboo is concerned, it is recommended for the interior applications.
Okay.
But if you want to use the bamboo for exterior applications, then we have to use the preservatives, chemical preservative, which are fixed type, and they will not leach out from the water in presence of the rain and other abiotic conditions. So the treatments are available. Only thing is that we have to decide whether we have to use it for external applications or interior applications. So, and the length of depends on the conditions, of course, but certainly the life of the bamboo is going to be increased whenever treatment is given. And first thing is the seasoning of the bamboo is very important. First, the bamboo should be seasoned, and then it has to be either given the preservative treatment, or it can be thermal treatment. So depending upon the area and the requirement, the loading of the chemical is also very important. Like if you want to use it for outside, then what is the amount of loading of the chemical you are going to use? If it is a heavy loading, then of course the life will be around 15-20 years, should not be a problem.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Shukla. The thing is, if it is only 15-20 years, maybe perhaps we cannot recommend for like poor man's housing unless it is.
It should be taken proper care, and of course, care has to be taken to make it more longer in service life.
Yeah, BSI actually we were actually contemplating coming up with a design for poor man's housing, which is cheaper and also long lasting. So, but if it is only 15-20, perhaps we cannot go ahead and give such a recommendation to government.
No, if you want to use the CCA kind of treatment, like copper, chrome, arsenic, then it can be still longer than that. But that kind of chemicals are not generally being recommended for the residential applications. Most of the developed countries, they have banned that chemical. So that is why I have not taken the name of that chemical. Otherwise, a longer service life can be expected.
Okay, Dr. Shuklaji, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Raj, please go ahead with your question, sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Raj Singh this side. Sir, I am basically a farmer. Like I'm doing on 2 acres of land, and there I have 2 years old bamboo plantation. Sir, but for all these value additions and carbonizations, we need a certain quality. So, sir, since I am a very new farmer, what should be the weight, what should be the thickness, and how to get that quality? What will be the right platform, or who will be the right person to guide us in? Because there are a lot of people like me who are going for this 2 acres, 3 acres bamboo farming. But we are, because of lack of knowledge, we don't know how we need to treat them in their growing age to get that quality. So most of them, what is happening, sir, either in their first year or second year, they are just not paying that much attention, and they are not getting the quality, or they are either removing the plants and going back to their traditional farming on that land. I have seen in my region, I'm basically from Madhya Pradesh.
Ji.
So can there be a guidance that to get all these value additions done to the bamboo plantation and to get the desired product, what should be the thickness and what treatment should be given during the growing age, especially after 1.5 years, 2 years to get that required quality?
Yeah, the bamboo of different varieties can be used for these applications. There is no doubt about that. But what treatment is to be given during growing, I'm not expert of that. Probably I may not be able to answer
Okay,
that.
I have Balkua sir variety,
Yeah.
and I have grown some 1,000 bamboos. Although I'm working in a private firm, I have 2 acres of land. I have planted that, and they're doing good. But still, to get that output, to get value addition or to use for any other product, even for comb making or toothbrush or anything,
Yeah.
you need a certain quality. I don't know if this is the right platform to ask that, or if I can get that guidance, or
Yeah.
we as a farmer can get that guidance.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
quality is very important, sir. Because a thin bamboo, I have seen in my farm only, we have different varieties. Different varieties means thickness.
Right.
Whereas we should have uniform thickness across the plantations. And all the 1,000 tree, I should get the same thickness, right?
Right.
So,
Yes.
Your Balkua species is suitable for most of the applications. So for that purpose, that you don't require to do special treatment for the growing. Won't require very special treatment for growing.
So to get the required thickness, I mean.
sorry,
Yes,
gentlemen.
yes. But
Sorry, gentlemen.
the inherent characteristic of Balkua, it has a greater diameter and better length also than other species comparable.
Okay.
Gentlemen,
So it will be useful for many of the applications. Many of the applications.
Mr. Raj Singh.
Thank you.
Hello. Hello, Mr. Raj Singh, you please connect with BSI. We'll
yes.
give you appropriate information. Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank
we
you, sir.
we also have Dr. Bharti who can add value add to this discussion. Dr.
Thank you.
Bharti.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning to all of you. Dr. Bharti. Raj Singh, what you asked is very, pertinent and sensible. What you're saying is like, the quality of bamboo changes, the size, everything changes over the age. And, 2 years is not suitable for most of the applications. It's only beyond 3, 4, 5 years it's going to be there. And the size of the bamboo also depends on the spacing what you're given to the plant. They also,
Right.
all the bamboo, like, if you're planting a bamboo at 25 feet, they could keep on increasing the diameter after 4 or 5 years. And if it is planted very close, the diameter doesn't increase and relatively the thickness is going to change. And
Okay.
before, at the time of planting itself, you should know to which industry, which product you're going to grow the bamboo. Based on that, you should select the species and you should select the spacing. After
Okay.
having done this, you need to really feed the bamboo plant. Depending on the soil fertility already available. When you give a soil for test, you'll be able to get NPK test. And based on the test, bamboo will start, growing in the beginning, but then the nutrient may not be available to sustain the thickness, what you said. Very right.
Right. Right.
Right now, if you see this, what we grow in the forest or outside the forest, we don't feed the bamboo to the requirement what they need. We just make them to grow, but they take what is available from the first 60 centimeter in the soil. And depending on the age, they're going to penetrate and they keep on going laterally to take the nutrient. If you're able to
Right.
give it, see, for example, the thickness, what you asked me, the thickness, you need to provide them little more of potash to increase the size of rhizome. Once the size of rhizome increases, the next shoot which is coming, next season shoot which is coming, the diameter and the thickness of the inside thickness of the bamboo going to be increasing. Basically, bamboo absorb 0.8% of potash for its weight to grow. If that is not available, the thickness is going to suffer. The diameter may be still looking same for you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So potash every 20 days I'm giving and vermicompost every 2 months.
You don't need to give every 20 days. It depends on, are you going to give, are you giving us a water soluble fertilizer or
Water soluble, sir.
Water soluble. Super. So you're giving it through the drip irrigation.
Yes, sir.
So if you give only potash, they will not be sufficient. You need to really add 0.1% of phosphorus and 0.7% of nitrogen to make it balanced. And again,
Okay.
it depends on the
Okay.
season of growth. It's not the blanket permit. What is absorbed by the plant during the June, July is different from what is absorbed by the in December, November when the temperature is cold. And
Okay.
when the leaf formation is there is other set of nutrients are needed. So it is not the same nutrient to be done. I think we will guide you through the BSI, or we will tell you like what are the nutrients to be applied, and based on the soil test. Otherwise, you're going to apply excess or you're going to waste it. Excess is not going to
Right.
make anything to the plant. Plant is going to leach it. But very
Right.
good, you are using fertigation to grow the bamboo plant. I'm very happy about it. Very,
Yes.
very few people only they use this fertigation. Don't go only for potash. Mix some amount of phosphorus and good quantity of nitrogen depending on your microbial content of the soil.
Right, sir. Right.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you very
Paul.
much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Mr. Rossing, I would appreciate if you can reach us at Bamboo Society of India for further engagement.
Yeah, I will need further guidance, sir, how to connect, because this is the first time I'm logging in into this.
Okay, you can
So-
reach us through our website, www.bamboosocietyofIndia.in. And
Perfect.
if you follow the chat in the group, you'll see all the relevant connections that you need to reach us out. So,
Thank you so much. Thank you so
thank you,
much.
Mr. Raj Singh. And it's time to move on to our next speaker. But before that, I would like to thank Dr. Shukla ji. As always, he's been forthcoming and sharing valuable information to BSI audience. Dr. Shukla, sir, thank you once again from all of us at BSI.
Yeah, thank you very much to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.